Hi, welcome to your first life group meeting of this spring 2019 semester. So you're sitting in a room with people. Maybe you've known those people for years, or maybe you're meeting them for the first time. Either way, you've taken an intentional step to surround yourself with others, and that is awesome. I am praying that this life group will be a great experience for you. And like most things in life, you'll get out of this group what you put in. I'm going to share a few tips to help you make this group a great experience for you, your group, and your group leader. Arrive on time. Your leader has prepared in advance to fit all they need into a designated time frame so you can all get home at a reasonable time. If you arrive on time, it helps your leader stick to their schedule. Participate. Your leader prepares before each meeting, and so can you. But what does that look like? First off, attending Sunday morning services to hear the message or watching the message online. Look over the discussion guide questions and fill out the answers so you'll always be ready to discuss them with your group. Attend as many meetings as you can. If you have to be absent, let your leader know ahead of time. The semester is 12 weeks long, so commit today to make this time a priority. Be honest. Don't fake that your life is perfect and you've got it all together. We are all broken and struggling with something. This group is a place of non-judgment, so feel free to be real. Your group is there to encourage you, and what is shared in your group stays in your group, unless you want certain prayer requests shared. Last but certainly not least, have fun. We serve an awesome God who loves us unconditionally. What's not fun about that? Enjoy these next 12 weeks with your group. We have a lot of exciting things happening around New Life this spring, so if you're a planner like me, you're going to want to get these dates in your calendar right away. Tuesday, March 12th at 6 p.m. is a life group game night. This is where we will take all the chairs out of the sanctuary and fill it with tables and do minute-to-win-it style games on the stage. It's such a hoot, you don't want to miss it. Wednesday, April 3rd is a Francesca Battistelli concert, and she will be here with Stars Go Dim as her opener. If your group already meets on Wednesday nights, then just plan to attend the concert together. May 5th is the last week that groups will meet for the semester. May 11th is special prom. Karen will have information next week about how groups can help pull off this amazing event for the 4th year in a row as we bless the special needs community here in Gillette. The New Life staff is praying for your group, and we hope that this will be a time of spiritual growth for you. Pastor Mike is going to kick us off with his Let's Talk About It video next.
I want to create a Facebook profile and make the name Nobody. So when I add people as a friend, it says, "You are now friends with Nobody." Or when I like somebody's post, it says, "Nobody likes your post." Let's talk about it. Hey, New Lifers, welcome to the first week of the 2019 Spring Life Group semester. Today I want to talk about some of the traps that people fall into on social media. And I'm not necessarily one of those people who bash social media, because I definitely think that it has some very helpful benefits. I've been able to stay connected to people from college that I would have never been able to stay connected with without it. That's a major benefit. I've been able to share things that God has taught me through social media, and I wouldn't have been able to without it. People have been saved as a result of Facebook posts. People have found spouses on social media. People have been inspired by tweets and Instagram posts. So there are a lot of good things about social media, but there are also some traps that social media can set for us. So let's talk specifically about Facebook. I think one thing that Facebook has done is dilute the word friends. And that in and of itself is not necessarily a bad thing. There's nothing spiritual about words themselves. But wise people have recognized that when the meaning of a word is changing, we also must change how we use it. Largely because of Facebook, our children will think of the word friends completely differently than our parents thought about that word. And that's not the end of the world, but now it's important for us to define what we're talking about when we use the word friends. This week we're talking about friendship, and we are talking about, and we're not talking about Facebook friends. That's a different kind of friendship. all it takes to be a friend on Facebook is to click a button. We're talking about something deeper than that, a deeper level of friendship. If you have a Facebook account, which should be about 75% of you, I want to ask you to do something for me real quick. Pull out your phone. I want to do a little experiment. So open up the Facebook app on your phone and go to your profile. You can do that by clicking the profile picture in the top left corner of the Facebook app. Then scroll down your profile until you see the friends section. You can do it now while I'm talking. And then right next to the word friends, it will tell you how many friends that you have. Is it depressing to look at how many friends you have? Now look at that number of Facebook friends that you have and ask yourself this question. How many of those friends could you name off the top of your head? Could you list half of them? Okay, now you can close the app when you're done, unless I'm completely boring you, and then you can just keep reading about your friend who bought an air fryer or whatever. On Sunday, we talked about this diagram, and we used it to talk about the various levels of friends that people have. If we are going to put Facebook friends on this diagram, we would have to make a completely other circle outside of this diagram that would just really be acquaintances. Because if we were going to use our parents' vernacular to describe the people that we connect with on Facebook, that list of people would really be more accurately described as acquaintances. So let's talk about some traps that people fall into on social media with their acquaintances. The first trap is trap number 1, mistaking acquaintances for friends. Proverbs 8:24 says, "A man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." This is talking about people who take the time to develop core relationships. That's the friends we're talking about. If all you have is acquaintances, no one is going to be there for you when you need them most. So what does that mean? It means Facebook friends can't replace your real friends, your life group. Social media can be a helpful tool, but don't let it distract you from deeper, more important relationships. Okay, trap number 2, using social media to vent anger. To many people, they just said amen. Proverbs 29:11 says, "Fools vent their anger, but the wise quietly hold it back." When we use social media to vent our frustrations, all we do is harm our own image. And as a result, we actually end up harming our witness, which could be the worst thing of all. Trap number 3, coveting popularity. How tempted are you to compare the number of likes that your photos get to the number of likes that your friends' photos get? James 4:6 says, "And he gives grace generously." As the scripture says, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. But we know that this is just kind of intrinsic to us. We know jealousy is wrong. That doesn't mean that it's easy to avoid it just because we know it's wrong. So what do we have to do? We have to swing the pendulum in the completely opposite direction. So we make it our goal to celebrate the successes of others rather than wish that we had more than them. Trap number 4, comparing lives. Most people post the best parts of their lives on social media. They don't do this maliciously in order to make you sad. It's just what we do, and it would probably be worse if everybody posted the worst part of their lives on social media. So we can't get in the habit of assuming that what we are seeing on social media, on Facebook, is a good representation of what their lives are actually like. We can't compare our reality to our friend's highlight reel. And that's what a Facebook and all other social medias is all about. It's a highlight reel. Galatians 6:4 says, "Pay careful attention to your own work, for then you will get the satisfaction of a job well done. And you won't need to compare yourself to anyone else." Comparison is selfish. Remember, we should celebrate the happiness and the happy times of other people rather than coveting their joy. We have one more trap to talk about, but before we do that, I'd like for you to stop the video here, discuss the first 4 questions, and then push play. It may seem weird to you that we would use life groups to talk about social media, but the way we communicate with people is actually an incredibly important part of our faith, how we communicate with the world. It's tempting for us to think of social media as simply a piece of technology, but it's so much more than that. In today's society, it is a major part of the way we communicate. For example, when the printing press was invented, the availability of God's word increased exponentially. That's technology that changed our world. The printing press changed the world because it gave the Bible to the world. Another example, the use of radio and TV has sparked revivals. Technology changes our world all the time, and we can use social media for good. Leonard Sweet says that the primary missional challenge of the church will be to incarnate the gospel in a Google world. And there's more good news. He argues that social media is poised to ignite revival because of its ability to use words not for the sake of the words themselves, but for expressing ideas, for sharing news, telling stories, and developing, this is the key, developing relationships. I bet that's an optimistic view of social media that you haven't heard very often lately. Okay, so that brings us to trap number 5, failing to represent God on social media. 2 Corinthians 5:20 says, "So we are Christ's ambassadors. God is making his appeal to the world through us. We speak for Christ when we plead, 'Come back to God.'" In other words, if you're a Christian, when you speak, people assume that you represent God. How well are you representing him? Okay, stop here, answer the last 2 questions, and I will see you Sunday in church.